Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia. This is Madden Football on EA Sports.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Atlanta takes the field. Their offensive leader, of course, Matt Ryan, the former Boston College Eagle.
And you know how they say it's not about the money? Sometimes it is about the money. Matt Ryan is going to average $30 million in salary per year now as one of the highest paid quarterbacks in the NFL, and he more than deserves it. The NFL's MVP in 2016.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now this one into the hands of the tight end, Hayden Hurst. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This will be caught at about the 6. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Now for Todd Gurley. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep a defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
But how many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter whether they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there, and receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Dan Quinn's guys unable to come through there on 4th down. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Looking to throw, Prescott. Over the middle, Amari Cooper, it's complete. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a 1st down.
Cowboys.
We're scoreless after 1.
Quarter with no score.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott. This to Jarwin. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
Looking deep in the direction of Cooper and unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Chris Jones.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll check in with our Jonathan Coachman. He'll have highlights and analysis of the first half, and our on the defensive side of the football here. Scoreless game. This is taken at the 23. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
59, ready, ready to go.
And they'll run the option to start the drive. Eluding the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
What you talking about, ref?
Well, that's one of the drawbacks of running the RPO. If those linemen go into run block mode, you can't throw it if they're more than a yard downfield.
Ready, flag 25.
He's going to try and do this himself. They'll start with a quick throw complete out to the right. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, 71 yards. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he's... Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And his throw is incomplete.
Good on the fake extra point.
I thought the days of the fake extra point were numbered once they moved these kicks back to the 15. Apparently, I was mistaken.
Yeah, I was wondering who was ever going to try to do this. In fact, I quit wondering. I didn't think it would ever happen. Taking a fake from the 15-yard line to try and pick up an extra point, I didn't think anyone would ever call this. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Prescott now from the 50. Oh, Prescott stripped, but I believe a Cowboy was there to get it. He was, and Dallas will maintain possession. The Cowboys looking to get going again in a hurry. Flush to his right. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. But now it'll be 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
Throwing, Prescott. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Blake Jarwin, 27 yards. And the Cowboys are now just an extra point away from moving out in front.
On that 3rd down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a 1st down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the 1st down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. On 3rd down, Ryan escaping the pressure right. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Chidobe Awuzie there to make the play in coverage.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure.
And now the up man has it. It's a fake. And he's not going to get to the marker. And that's a turnover on downs. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Gain of 7 brings up 2nd and 3.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And Zerline's kick is good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6.
Falcons 6.
So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
The 3-yard line. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 3-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Are you serious?
And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even...
And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half.
Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. A first down throw for Prescott. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. That'll bring up second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Prescott. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And it's 3rd down. Prescott from the gun. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, and on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still delivers the football and picks up good yardage.
And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one goes for 24 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Now it's Ryan. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Ryan able to get this to Gurley. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. A good first down call as the screen play gets him 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley.
The screen was executed and completed, but where's the worry on the play? How many times is a quarterback going to get hit? Because offensive linemen have to do an acting job of making sure it looks like they're whiffing on blocks. But you got to slow them down a little bit, because if you don't, that's a lot of big guys coming at your quarterback in a big, fast way. And boy, he can get hurt.
Back now in Atlanta. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons have retaken the lead. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? the guy with the football.
Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for
Now following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
their own 25-yard line.
So Dak and the Cowboys down 13-10, a little under 2.5 to go. Plenty of time here. They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning as they've got it 1st and 10. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
A gain of 12.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell.
A.J. Terrell.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Flushed out right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Intended target on that one, Russell Gage. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Ryan. This will be caught just inside the 10. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Throwing now is Ryan. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. First quarter, Charles, you really emphasized the importance of winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. They haven't forced a single turnover in this game.
And right now they're losing, so no.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And that'll be incomplete.
Good on the fake extra point.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you,
What was
maybe
that?
they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post. Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive.
And got his man complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining.
At their 48.
4 receivers to keep tabs on here. 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5. Here's Prescott. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. CeeDee Lamb is intended target, and it's 3rd down. One last shot now for Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped. And this will be recovered by the offense, but it will be of little importance now as time has expired here in this first half. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And it took a big fourth quarter to do it, but they were able to get the job done, and that's the bottom line.